It was the special evening of 22nd December 1887 when not only his parents but the entire world was blessed with the genius Ramanujan. Srinivasa Ramanujan Iyengar was his full name, comprising of his father's name Srinivasa and his caste name Iyengar, leaving only Ramanujan as his own. Almost an year after his birth at his maternal place in Erode, Ramanujan and his mother Komalata Ammal travelled back to his paternal place in Kumbakonam. After Ramanujan, three of his younger siblings died in infancy, and thus he grew up with the solicitous regard and central position of an only child, as two of his other younger brothers were born almost when he was a teenager. Until he was 3 years old, Ramanujan scarcely spoke. On the suggestion of a friend of his maternal grandfather, he began the ritual practice of Akshara Abhyasam. Soon the fears of his dumbness were shattered when he began to learn the Tamil alphabets. His father, Srinivasa Iyengar, was a clerk in a sari shop who remained waiting for customers and taking orders all of his life. Day after day, year after year, Srinivasa was present at the shop but absent from Ramanujan's early life. Indian society generally leaves the father little role to play at home, casting him as a figure whose relationship with even his children is largely formal. On the other hand, as people refer to her, Komalata Ammal was a shrewd and cultured lady who poured prodigious energy into her spiritual life. She held prayer meetings at home and sang at the temple. She pursued astrology and palmistry. The name of their family deity, the goddess Namagiri of Namakkal, was always on her lips. From his mother, Ramanujan absorbed tradition, learnt the Puranas, and mastered the doctrines of caste. He sang religious songs, attended pujas at the temple, and ate the right food or Shuddha Ahar. In short, he mastered what he must do and what he must never do in order to be a good Brahmin boy. Ramanujan had been studying English from as early as his primary school days, and in November 1897 he passed his primary examinations in English, Tamil, arithmetic, and geography, scoring first in the district. Ramanujan's gifts became apparent early. In January 1898, he enrolled in Town High School at the age of 10. Since then only, his classmates used to come to him for help with mathematical problems. Ramanujan's family often took in students for cash. Around the time he was 11 years old, two students were staying with his family on rent. Noticing Ramanujan's interest in mathematics, they fed it with whatever they knew. They brought to him the popular trigonometry textbook of S.L. Loni. By the time Ramanujan turned 13 years old, he had mastered the book. Ramanujan had learned from an older boy how to solve cubic equations. He would finish his exams in half the allotted time. Students from 2 years ahead would hand him their doubts only to watch him solve them at a glance. Ramanujan became something of a minor celebrity who always walked off with merit certificates. At a ceremony held in 1904, he was awarded the K. Ranganatha Rao Prize for Mathematics. The headmaster Krishnaswamy Iyer introduced him as a student who, if possible, deserved even more than an A+ grade.